You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Black and White Sports fans, let's talk about world number one tennis player, Daniil Medvedev. Now, Daniil Medvedev is a Russian tennis player. He is number one in the world until Monday because he lost some early in his tournament. So Novak Djokovic will return to number one, but I digress. He is in a tough spot right now. He's in a tough spot because when it comes to Wimbledon, Wimbledon has laid out an ultimatum. Now, guys, we know about the war that's going on between Russia and Ukraine. Now, Wimbledon wants to implement politics now into the tournament. So, guys, check this out. Daniil Medvedev told he will be banned from Wimbledon unless he denounces Vladimir Putin. Now, guys, I'm just going to be upfront with you. From what I understand, he's never even said that he supported Putin. Okay? Now, he's a Russian tennis player, folks, but Daniil Medvedev doesn't even live in Russia. He doesn't. He lives in Monaco. And I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I always thought it was kind of stupid, that these players actually represent their countries, even though it's an individual sport. And for the most part, a lot of these tennis players that represent their countries, a lot of them actually live in Florida, by the way. A lot of them, like Maria Sharapova. She competed when she was playing under the Russian flag, even though she hadn't lived in Russia since she was like 4 years old. Daniil Medvedev actually spent a lot of time in France. He speaks French. He speaks English very well also, but he lives in Monaco. But this is ridiculous, guys. It says here, Daniil Medvedev and other Russian and Belarusian tennis players face being banned from Wimbledon unless they publicly denounce the Ukrainian invasion the government has confirmed. So these athletes who just want to compete as athletes are now forced to make a political choice. Sports Minister Nigel Hutchinson revealed discussions were taking place with the All England club over preventing supporters of Vladimir Putin entering the sport's biggest tournament. He did so as it emerged Russia had lost the first round of his legal fight against its exile from world sport. Unprecedented sports sanctions have been imposed on Russia and Belarus over the Ukraine invasion, including being thrown out of tennis's Davis Cup and Fed Cup. But individual players so far have been allowed to continue competing as neutrals, including world number one Medvedev. Now, when it comes to the French Open said that Russian players, they can compete. But Wimbledon now is saying, you will bend the knee to us and you will denounce your own country. Now, I'm not a supporter of Vladimir Putin. I don't have a dog in this fight whatsoever between Russia and Ukraine. I don't. But if somebody was asking me to denounce the United States of America, I probably would have a problem with that. I'm not going to denounce my country. I'm not going to do that. Now, Medvedev, check this out. It did say here, Medvedev removed the Russian flag from his Instagram account following the invasion and posted an impassioned call for peace in the world after replacing Novak Djokovic at the top of the men's ranking. So he removed the Russian flag from his Instagram account, but that ain't good enough. That ain't good enough for Wimbledon. They want this man to go out there and publicly say, I denounce my country. I denounce Vladimir Putin. I don't know if Medvedev is even really political. Like I said, he doesn't even live in the country. He doesn't. It says, though, but he may need to go further to play in Wimbledon, with Medvedev acknowledging rules allowing him to play could change after he was knocked out of the BNP Paribas Open by the husband of Ukraine's biggest tennis star. Quote, first of all, it's definitely not for me to decide, he said, following his exit to Gail Monfils, who recently married Elena Svitolina. I follow the rules. I can't do anything else. Right now, the rule is that we can play under our neutral flag. So there is a neutral flag rule, but Wimbledon still wants him to go out there and publicly denounce Vladimir Putin. denounce his country. He's going to have to make a decision here, guys. I mean, this guy is a very good tennis player. He's the defending U.S. Open champion, by the way. And I'm hoping that now the U.S. Open is a ways away. This like in September, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully, the U.S. Open doesn't come out and say, hey, we want you to denounce your country, your flag, and Putin just to play here. It's in New York City. I don't know, man, but I don't like how Wimbledon is making these players dive into the political aspect. First of all, they should just get rid of playing under flags. This is not the Olympics. I never understood that. Was never really a fan of that whatsoever. If you want to say, hey, Daniil Medvedev, he's from Russia, that's it. But every time you see the match score on when you're watching tennis, they always show the flag of the country. But like I said, a lot of these players don't even live in that country. Naomi Osaka represents Japan. She was born there, but she's always lived here in the United States. So that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, do you agree with Wimbledon making Russian tennis players denounce their country, denounce Vladimir Putin to compete at Wimbledon? I believe that's going too far. They should not engage in any political statements when it comes to this. Just play the game. Just play the game. We as sports fans, that's all we want. Anyway, guys, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to Black and White Sports, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.